Hi, my name is Jaco8Gale. I'm originally from Greece, even though I'm American, that's why I'm able to be here. Yeah, I guess I just put out an album. It's called Aliens Were Always Real. It's my first project as Jaco8Gale. I'll be playing shows as much as I can to try and promote this guy. Like that little pigeon back there, he's the star of the show here. Little pigeon. He doesn't have a name though. Maybe he's alien though. I don't know. I don't know if anybody listens to Cassiatone for the Painfully Alone, but if you do, go listen to Etiquette, their 2007 album, because I took inspiration from some of the stuff that happened on that album. When I write songs, it's not that I'm like expecting someone to feel a certain way. Obviously, I'm feeling a certain way, so I put that emotion into the song itself. People have been telling me it's like a very like rainy day, kind of like mellow, sad song, which is how I was feeling. So I guess the point got across. So my parents actually met when they were really young. My dad's American, my mom's Polish. They just happened to meet in Greece, and they had me. And I tried doing music there. I had a band for about like 5 years. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff, man. We played like shows like all around the country. We toured a few times. We were on this one TV show that was like the most famous TV show at the time in the country, and we're like the band that the lead character liked, so that gave us some recognition. Essentially what happened is throughout 2020, I had 3 different opportunities where somebody was like, oh, I'm doing this thing, move to LA with me. Then another person, oh, here's a job opportunity for you in LA. And everything fell through, but then the third time that somebody told me, yo, move in with me, I'm like, okay, fuck it, might as well, third time's the charm. The date, cause I don't even know why I chose April 9th specifically, but I remember in early April, I think it was the 7th, honestly, I had a day where it's like essentially the day before, the night before, I'd gotten drunk and I'd left my phone in an Uber. I had like one of those cases where you had like your ID and like you could basically put cards in there. So I lost my phone, my ID, and my debit card all in one go. I couldn't get into the club because obviously I got home at like 3 a.m. And then the next day I was supposed to go to San Francisco. So we're driving and the car ended up running into some issues. So I was like, fuck, man, like this is a lot in like 2 days. And I terribly hated the job I had at the time. Yeah, that's why I'm writing about being stuck in an office, because I felt like trapped, because I'm like, I don't know what else to do, So it just came out, really. What you said about people getting like a good message from it is, I guess in a way, kind of what I'm trying to convey in some of the lyrics. Like I say, I got my problems, but I'm trying to fix them, which is like, and shit isn't great all the time, but the fact that you're acknowledging the issues that you're dealing with and that you're willing to take a step to, I guess, like improve yourself or your life situation. And I feel like the time that I took to kind of curate exactly where everything needs to be and what I want people to go throughout, essentially the experience itself was successful, and it seems like the whole feedback I've gotten so far kind of affirms that, so I'm happy, yeah. It's one of my favorites, I'd say, on the EP for sure. Only because it's like, it just came out fast. It was like probably the most personal song on the album itself in terms of like how I felt. The biggest thing I take from it is that I'm definitely in a better place. I'm happy I was able to use that emotion, put that in that song, and now just fix my problems afterwards, So this song's called April 9th, They Tied My Hands, and ever since the decadence feels like a setup to me. April 9th. north, they tied my hands. And ever since, the decadence feels like a setup to me. Think I was so much heavier. Lately I've been feeling sore. I want you less but need you more than you would ever believe. Guess he was better than me. And I'm stuck in this fucking office. I can't shake my bloody mind off it. And I scream, why me? And then mom's like, how you doing? I think, fuck, I've been going through it. And I'll say, I'm okay. And I'm falling through the cracks. And I land on broken glass. And I know I got my problems, but I'm trying to fix them. Yeah, I'm falling through the cracks. And I land on broken glass. And I know I got my problems, but I'm trying to fix them. April 9th, they tied my hands. And ever since, the decadence feels like a setup to me. Think I was so much heavier. Lately I've been feeling sore. I want you less but need you more than you would ever believe. Guess he was better than me. And I'm stuck in this fucking office. I can't shake my bloody mind off it. And I scream, why me? And then mom's like, how you doing? I think, fuck, I've been going through it. Then I'll say, I'm okay. But I'm falling through the cracks. And I land on broken glass. And I know I got my problems, but I'm trying to fix them. Swear I'm trying to fix them. Thank you. Sometimes when I write something, I'll be like, oh, this would be pretty relatable for a TikTok. But if the song actually turns into a song, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't, you know? And sometimes it just magically happens. But most of the music I write, I just write it because it gives me like that emotion, and I'm like, that's a sick ass lyric. I'm like, somebody's gonna listen to that and be like, damn, he's good. And I'm like, yes, I am, specifically on that lyric. One thing I think about a lot, specifically about the TikTokification of music, is how song structures seem to be changing. Like how songs are getting shorter, or how basically back in the day it would be like verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. And now it's usually chorus, verse, chorus, if you have a second chorus at the end. A lot of times it's like a minute, 30 seconds. People will sometimes try and like write a song specifically because they think of a gimmick that might work on TikTok. But it's not always the case. You know, I feel like a lot of people, you know, focus on that, and or like it's me or the PS5, stuff like that, you know, where it's like it's a gimmick, but it's like doesn't negate the quality of a song, you know? And it's like if you really want to take the time and listen to an artist, don't just listen to one song that they did to help them blow up. So there's like negatives, there's positives. But music's just changing, you know? If I'm being honest, I wrote that song like probably like a month after I put out Everything's a Girl. In my mind at the time, I was like, I want to make like a sequel to Everything's a Girl. And I wrote it when I was, it was like I think it was like December of 21 is when I wrote it. And I had COVID at the time. And I kind of got really introspective and thought about like my past relationship, like the one that ended before I left Europe. You know, I was with someone for pretty much like up to 6 years, and sometimes it feels like, I'm like, damn, I spent like most of my adult life with that person, but did I really know them? Which is kind of scary, because it kind of like, if you go down that rabbit hole, you're like, who do you really know? Do you know like who like really like your like parents are? And then I thought about like, what could I have done better? What were the mistakes I made in the relationship? Like who I was as a person and how I've been becoming a better person. I felt like I wasn't entitled to having an opinion, or at least I felt like it, you know, for a long time in my life. So when I finally got a little confidence, I just started being like, oh, this is what this is and this is what that is. And I'm like, bro, you're an idiot. Like, stop. Don't be a moron. And that's basically what it is. It's, you know, what happened? Where is that person? What could I have done better, you know? Like, I would overthink every little thing that happened during our relationship. Because I'm like, you know, you're with someone for so long. You're like, okay, I know how you like your food or what your mannerisms are. Or I know that, like, if I do this one thing, it'll make you angry. And if I do this one thing, it'll make you happy. But how, you know, like, you just get used to someone. You're like, okay, I know your sleeping patterns, yada, yada, yada. But what else do you know? Like, you only know whatever they're gonna tell you. It's kind of scary. And it keeps me from, like, getting into a relationship right now, because I'm like, you know, it's like, do you find someone who you get along with and you want to spend time with and all that, but what do you really, really, truly know about them? The song's called All You Ever Wanted and More. Yeah, I thought you were dead. I woke up and fell down to the floor. I can never forget the last time I walked out your door. It's been so cold in California. Oh, 6 years and still I never knew you. Well, I guess happy birthday to you. I really hope you're doing well, 'cause you would never want to talk too much about yourself. And maybe I just never paid attention. And I hate me for not knowing how selfish that I become. Give my opinions are better than fucking anyone. Looking at you thinking, is this all you ever wanted and more? Yeah, I thought you were dead. I woke up and fell down to the floor. I can never forget the last time I walked out your door. It's been so cold in California. 6 years and still I never knew you. Well, I guess happy birthday, ooh, ooh. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. When I think of you, tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Well, tell me what to do. Yeah, I thought you were dead. I woke up and fell down to the floor. I can never forget the last time I walked out your door. It's been so cold in California. Ooh. Ooh. The trouble with you is, you don't seem to understand what love is really about. You young punks go to the movies a couple of times, do a little necking, and you think you're in love. Thank you.